Hello friends, this is Dr. Ritvi and I welcome you to my channel Homeopathy the Healing Power. Friends, today we are going to study homeopathic medicine Carbo Veg. Friends, carbon is one of the most important content of our cell and of our human body. It maintains the integrity and vitality of the body. And so, Carbo Veg, which is prepared from vegetable charcoal, is useful in various diseases which arises after the loss of vital fluids, which produces symptoms like exhaustion, debility and severe weakness. Carbo Veg is also indicated in gastrointestinal disturbances, as well as it is indicated in respiratory diseases like pneumonia, cough, bronchitis, asthma and so on. Carbo Veg is also indicated in various skin diseases like carbuncle, bed sores, ulceration of skin, senile gangrene and many more. So friends, let's start in detailed study of this medicine. But before that, if you are new to our channel and if you have not subscribed our channel till now, then subscribe the channel, press the bell icon and select option all, so that you will be get notified whenever a new video is uploaded from Homeopathy the Healing Power. Also give this video a like and share this video among homeopathic students and practitioners. So let's get started. Carbo Veg. Carbo Veg is prepared from vegetable charcoal and it is proved by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann sir. Friends, Carbo Veg is one of the deep-acting antisoric medicine. It is generally indicated whenever the resistance of body is very low and when the body is incapable of coping up with the external environment. Carbo Veg acts on vascular system of the body, where it acts on blood and capillaries. Here it specifically acts on the venous side, as well as Carbo Veg acts on gastrointestinal tract, on respiratory tract and on the mucous membrane. Friends, as we have seen that the Carbo Veg has its special action on vascular system, where it specifically acts on the venous side. So by acting on the venous side, it produces imperfect oxidation of the blood, which then produces blueness of the affected part, that is nothing but the cyanosis. Later it produces ecchymosis and passive hemorrhage of the affected part. By acting on gastrointestinal tract and on respiratory tract, it produces various diseases which we have included in the introduction itself. Friends, Carbo Veg also causes sluggishness, turbidity and swelling of the affected part. The affected part is distended and swollen. By acting on veins, it produces relaxed veins and paralysis of veins, as well as it also produces vasomotor paralysis. Friends, let's see the constitutional makeup of Carbo Veg patient. Carbo Veg is typically indicated to persons with advanced age. Carbo Veg patients are prematurely old people. They are cachetic persons, young or old, and they have a typical facial look. Their face is puffy, bluish, pale, Hippocratic with cold sweat. Carbo Veg has sanguine temperament. Relation with heat and cold. Thermally, Carbo Veg is a hot patient. Though the body of this patient is cold to touch, but the patient wants constantly to be fanned rapidly from near. Carbo Veg is one of the antisoric remedy and it has hemorrhagic diathesis. Friends, this is most important point. Carbo Veg has an hemorrhagic diathesis, where it produces passive type of the hemorrhage from all the orifices of the body. That may be a bleeding from lung, bladder, uterus, stomach, ulcers, almost from everywhere. And the bleeding is black and dark in color, which result in weakened circulation. Hemorrhagic tendency runs through the whole remedy. And that is why, friends, Carbo Veg is typically indicated for the symptoms which are produced after the loss of vital fluids, where it works wonderfully and gives magical results. Carbo Veg is said as Homeopathic Last Aid. It is a desperate remedy for a desperate condition, a condition where there is a complete drainage of vitality. And this is seen in patient. Every feature of patient expresses complete drainage. The face of patient is hypocritic, pale and ash grey, which is covered with cold sweat. The eyes are dull and lustreless. Patient sees black spots floating before the field vision. There is intense debility and profound weakness. The facial expression of patient speaks of great anxiety. The memory is weak. The flow of idea is slow. Patient's breathing is very short and labored, as if there is not enough energy left in a patient to breathe the necessary air. And to minimize this exertion of respiration, patient wants to be constantly fanned. Friends, this is one of the keynote symptoms of Carbo Veg. Wants to be fanned rapidly from close distance. Friends, this symptom is seen in Carbo Veg along with many disease conditions. Because of complete drainage of vitality and complete lack of vital powers, the patient cannot breathe properly, and so the patient has a desire to be fanned rapidly from very close distance. This difficulty in respiration later causes cyanosis. That is why we see blueness of skin in Carbo Veg patient. The pulse are very weak, thread-like and sometimes small and intermittent. Friends, all of these symptoms makes Carbo Veg one of the most important medicine for the final stage of all critical complaints. And that is why Carbo Veg is considered as Homeopathic Last Aid. Friends, symptoms in Carbo Veg gets originated from loss of vital fluids, from mercury, from consuming salt, salted meat or fish. Symptoms in Carbo Veg get also produced especially from suppressed chill and fevers. Also, it is seen that bad effects of injury which is received long years back also produces symptoms in Carbo Veg. Carbo Veg is specifically indicated for the persons who have never fully recovered from the bad effects of some previous illness. This is the most important keynote symptom of Carbo Veg. Friends, along with this collapse condition seen in patient, there is also gastric disturbances seen. As we have seen that Carbo Veg also acts on gastrointestinal tract. So here it also produces distension of abdomen with indigestion. So friends, now let's see the gastrointestinal keynote symptoms of Carbo Veg. Because of weak digestion, even a simple food produces indigestion in Carbo Veg patient. It produces excessive accumulation of gas in stomach and in intestine. Particularly in epigastric region, heaviness and fullness is felt by the patient. Patient passes frequent flatus and frequent eructation. Consuming alcohol, wine, spoiled meat, fish, fat, salt or salted meat, and even milk produces indigestion in Carbo Veg patient. Patient feels as if the abdomen will burst due to accumulation of excess of gas. The upper part of abdomen feels very heavy and full. This condition gets aggravated by lying down after eating or after drinking, especially after consuming rich food, butter, milk or coffee. And patient feels better by eructation and by passing flatus. Along with this, most important concomitant symptom is seen. That is, along with indigestion, there is diarrhea. And this diarrhea also have a very keynote symptom. This diarrhea are cadaverous smelling stool with burning sensation felt in rectum. So that is why friends, Carbo Veg is also indicated in diarrhea, wherever the patient passes painful diarrhea, especially seen in old people. Here patient passes involuntary stool which smells like cadaver, which is followed by burning sensation felt in rectum. Friends, Carbo Veg is also indicated in collapse stage of cholera, where this collapse is caused due to excessive drain of vitality due to excessive discharge, that is due to heavy cholera. Here the patient passes involuntary stool which are again cadaverous smelling, followed by burning sensation. There is extreme collapse condition seen in patient, where the face is hypocritic, eyes are sunken with earthy complexion. A complete clear picture of collapse is seen, which we have discussed before. Patient here has a great desire to be constantly fanned rapidly from very close distance. Friends, Carbo Veg is given in the last stage of this disease condition with copious cold sweat seen, with cold breath, with cold tongue and voice is lost. This remedy saves the life when given at this point. Friends, Carbo Veg is also indicated in vertigo. Because of this excessive weakness and prostration, which is caused due to excessive drainage of vitality, produces vertigo in Carbo Veg patient. Whenever the patient wants to move, he has to hold to something for a support, otherwise the patient will fall because of vertigo. There is a sensation of whirling which is constantly experienced in the head by the patient. Slightest provocation excites the vertigo. So vertigo is seen almost at every time. Whenever patient sleeps, after sleep patient faints, after rising patient faints, or while yet the patient is in a bed, patient faints because of vertigo. Friends, Carbo Veg is also indicated for respiratory diseases. Here Carbo Veg is indicated for neglected cases of pneumonia with very low vitality. The patient suffers from cough with tickling sensation and itching felt in the throat region. There is spasmodic cough felt with vomiting and gagging. Hoarseness of voice is felt by the patient which gets worse in evening, with aphonia which is felt more in morning. Aphonia is nothing but loss of voice. Rawness, soreness and burning sensation is felt by the patient because it is indicated in pneumonia. There is also wheezing and rattling of mucus in the chest region. Friends, all of this condition get worse in evening, in open air, after eating and after talking. And this condition gets relieved by most important keynote symptom which is seen almost in all the disease condition of Carbo Veg. That is, the patient feels better by constant fanning from very close distance. Carbo Veg is also indicated for hemorrhages, especially for the passive type of hemorrhage. Friends, as we have seen that Carbo Veg has hemorrhagic diathesis, and also Carbo Veg has its special action seen on the venous side of the body. That is why Carbo Veg acts wonderfully in hemorrhages. In all the type of hemorrhages from all the orifices, Carbo Veg works wonderfully. In hemorrhage, it is seen that there is oozing of dark blood from all the orifices, except in case of nose where the blood is bright red in color. Cyanosis is also seen along with hemorrhages, and here the patient feels better by constantly fanning from close distance. Carbo Veg is also indicated for skin diseases. That is, because of hemorrhagic diathesis and because the Carbo Veg has its action on venous side of the body, the skin is cyanosed. There is ecchymosis of skin seen due to venous stasis. Itching and cold clammy sweat is also seen. Carbo Veg is indicated for falling of hair due to general weakness after exhausting diseases. Carbo Veg is also indicated for senile gangrene, which bleeds easily and gives off very foul smell. Carbo Veg is also indicated for bed sores, which again bleeds easily, have very offensive smell. Varicose ulcers gets also treated by Carbo Veg. These ulcers are caused due to very slow circulation with burning pain is felt by the patient. Carbo Veg is also indicated in carbuncle. Any ulceration of skin and mucous membrane from injury which does not heal rapidly due to relaxation of blood vessels and slowness and feebleness of tissue gets relieved by Carbo Veg. Carbo Veg is indicated for ulcers which are bloody, echorous, have acrid thin discharge with offensive smell. Friends, most of the condition of Carbo Veg gets aggravated from evening, in night in open air, from cold, from fat food, from butter, coffee, milk, warm damp weather and wine. And all these complaints get better. Subscribe from the channel to stay connected. Thank you for watching. From fanning, from very close distance and from cold. So friends, this is a detailed video on Carbo Veg. Please leave your valuable feedback and any suggestion in the comments section given below. Like this video and share this video among homeopathic students and in your classmates. And subscribe the channel to meet again with yet another video on homeopathic medicine. Thank you for watching.